Time isn't stolen from us. We hand it away. Every scroll, every delay, every half-hearted promise to start soon. Now, contrast that with a small group of people. They finish what they start. They build faster. They move with calm urgency. They rarely feel busy, yet always make progress. They run on a different internal code. A code that automatically rejects what doesn't matter, locks on to what does, and treats every hour like a non-renewable asset. Today, we're dissecting that code, one step at a time. No fluff, no motivation talk, only principles that quietly separate the 1% from everyone else.
Chapter 1. They ruthlessly eliminate low-value commitments. The fastest way to waste your life isn't laziness. It's saying yes to the wrong things. Most people think their problem is lack of discipline. It's not. Their real problem is an overcrowded life. Too many obligations, too many distractions, too many small commitments that quietly consume everything. The 1% understands something brutal. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your commitments. So they cut, not just bad habits, but neutral ones. Things that aren't destroying them, but aren't building them either. This is where most people get stuck. They assume only harmful things need to go, but the biggest killers are comfortable time fillers. Casual hangouts, mindless checking, low-impact projects, conversations that go nowhere. None of these look dangerous, but stacked together, they quietly erase decades. The 1% run their life like a ruthless editor. They don't ask, is this fun? Is this easy? Is this normal? They ask, if I keep this in my life for 5 years, where does it lead? If the answer is nowhere, it gets downgraded, reduced, or removed. This isn't about becoming cold, it's about becoming selective. Every yes automatically creates a hidden no. Yes to late-night scrolling, no to early mornings building. Yes to random obligations, no to focused progress. Yes to everything, no to anything meaningful. The 1% choose their no's first. They decide what they will not tolerate. Not tolerate unplanned days, open-ended browsing, endless conversations with no purpose, commitments without upside. Once those are removed, time appears. You don't need more hours, you need fewer leaks. Most people try to add productivity on top of chaos. The 1% subtract chaos first. That's the strong point. Progress isn't created by doing more, it's created by doing less, but better.
Chapter 2. They build their day around one dominant objective. Most people wake up and ask, what do I need to do today? The 1% wake up and ask, what single action would make today a win? Not 5 things, not 10, 1. Because they understand if everything is important, nothing is. The human brain is terrible at juggling priorities. When you stack tasks, attention fragments. When attention fragments, quality collapses. When quality collapses, progress slows. So the 1% simplify. They choose one dominant objective per day. The task that, if completed, automatically makes smaller tasks less relevant. This objective is usually revenue producing, skill building, asset creating, or problem eliminating. Not maintenance, not busy work, not inbox cleaning. Real leverage. Then they build the day around that objective. That means they protect a block of deep, uninterrupted time. No notifications, no multitasking, no context switching, just sustained focus. Most people try to squeeze important work between interruptions. The 1% flip it. They squeeze interruptions around important work. This one shift changes output dramatically, because meaningful progress doesn't come from intensity. It comes from duration. 30 minutes of scattered focus produces almost nothing. 2 hours of clean focus produces momentum. Momentum compounds. Another strong point, they don't rely on motivation, they rely on placement. If the environment makes the right action easy, they win by default. Phone out of reach, browser tabs closed, tools prepared in advance, zero friction to start. The average person waits to feel ready. The 1% start before they feel ready, because they know clarity comes after action. They also finish, even when it's ugly, even when it's imperfect. Most wasted time comes from half-done thinking, planning, tweaking, reorganizing. The 1% bias toward execution, daily, relentlessly. One dominant objective, protected time, non-negotiable execution.
Chapter 3. They move fast on decisions, slow on direction.
Most people reverse this. They take forever deciding small things and almost no time deciding big things. What to watch, what to scroll, what to eat. Endless micro decisions. Then suddenly, they drift into careers, they drift into relationships, they drift into lifestyles. The 1% flip the equation. They move slow when choosing direction, because direction determines years. They think deeply about what skills to build, what industry to play in, what kind of life they want, what winning even means. They study, they reflect, they test. But once direction is chosen, they move fast. No endless debating, no second guessing, no perfection paralysis. Small decisions are made almost automatically.
What to work on next? Whatever supports the main objective. What to say yes to? Only aligned opportunities. What to ignore? Everything else. Speed comes from reducing choice. The fewer decisions you have to make, the less energy you burn. This is why the 1% often look calm. They aren't juggling thousands of options. They've already pre-decided. Another strong point, they accept imperfect information. Waiting for certainty is just procrastination in a suit. Most paths only reveal themselves after you start walking, so they choose a reasonable direction, then let feedback adjust the course. Tiny corrections over time beat perfect plans that never move. They also understand indecision is a decision. Every day you don't choose, you choose to stay the same. That costs time. The 1% hate stagnation more than mistakes, because mistakes teach, stagnation rots, so they bias toward action.